Hi, I'm Eileen Priya, and we are going to do a Qigong movement sequence for grief. So I'm just going to step back here, and I love doing Qigong for grief because in grief, so many people have this compression and they don't like to move. And with Qigong, we do this really gentle, supportive movement, and it not only works our bodies, our physical bodies, but it also works us on the energetic level. So let's go ahead and do some Qigong for grief. So the first thing we're going to do is get our Qigong stance, which is feet about shoulder width apart, and the knees are going to be slightly loose, and we're going to bend them and straighten them, but not straighten them all the way. Just kind of like this as we do our movement. And in general, we're going to inhale, straighten, exhale, bend slightly. Okay, so just doing that. Try it out for a little bit. Okay, and then let's stretch our spines a little bit before we start the movement. So we're going to inhale, lift the arms up, and then exhale, grab onto one wrist with your hand, and then you're just going to go ahead and bend over and just feel that side of the body stretching out. You can look up at your hands if you'd like. And then on an exhale, we're just going to pull up. When you're ready to inhale, stretch up again. Grab onto the opposite hand and stretch over. And that should feel really nice along the side of the body. And then just go ahead and stretch up again. And exhale, let the arms float down. Just check in, see how you're feeling. See if that stretch helped you feel a little bit looser. And then we're going to move into a wonderful Qigong movement called Pulling Down Heavens. To do this, we're going to bend the knees slightly. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then exhale, palms flat. Bring them down in front of your body. Just like that. Sometimes people need to inhale and exhale again on the way down, and you can do that too. Yeah, so just do that movement. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And then as you inhale up, you can imagine yourself pulling down beautiful energy and support from heaven and bringing it down into your body, and then exhaling and releasing anything you don't need. Let's do two more. When you're done with this, let's just take the hands, place them right below the belly button, and take a couple of long, deep breaths. Relax your jaw, relax your face, and notice how you feel. Okay, next movement. This one is from the Wudang 8, which is a series by Dr. Arnold Tayam from the Stanford Institute, and it is a special movement also that works the lungs, and it's for grief. So we can go ahead and we're going to take our hands and have them flat against, kind of in front of your body, but the palms are going to be flat. And you're going to inhale, bring those arms up. The hands are going to go like this. We're going to stretch them out. And then we're going to float down. So you're going to inhale up, flip the hands, and then exhale. And again, if you need to breathe at a different rate and take 2 breaths for this, that's just fine. And then you can inhale up and exhale down. As you do this, you can imagine yourself releasing anything that you don't want, pulling it up, and as you exhale, letting it come out and go down into the earth. And 2 more. Okay, let's hold the energy this time up at our hearts and just notice how you feel. And close the eyes and go inside your body and just notice if there's any part of your body that's asking for more attention, and send the breath there. We're going to move into another movement now, and this movement is from the Tao 5, and it's there's some similarities to this movement. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start with our hands like this. We're going to inhale the arms out, and then we're going to exhale, bring them in. I always imagine myself drawing a bowl. So this is, when we inhale, we're drawing the top of the bowl, and when we exhale, we're drawing the rounded bottom. And this metal bowl is going to be strong enough to support you in all those intense emotions that are happening during your grief process. Inhaling out and exhaling down. Now, if this movement is feeling really easy and you got it, you can add a little nuance to it by leading the movement with your index finger and thumb. The meridians, the acupuncture meridians, we might know them as, that are related to grief, start or end in the first finger or thumb. So just give it a try. Imagine you're pushing out with your index finger and letting your thumbs bring it down. So pushing out with that index finger, letting the thumbs come down as you exhale. Just give that a try and see how it feels for you. It's going to make the movement a little more powerful for you in releasing some emotions. And this movement can also be made large or small. So if you're feeling like you really want to protect yourself and this big stretch out doesn't feel right, you can make your bowl little. And you're still going to get an effect from this movement. And if you're feeling like you're ready to spread your wings a little bit, you can really stretch your arms out. And I know you can't really see my hands, but just know you're stretching those arms out and really making some wings to fly. That feels like too much, you just bring it back to having that smaller movement. And this is a wonderful movement to support the emotions during your grief process. So let's do 2 more, and they're going to be whatever size feels right to you. And let's go ahead and take the energy and store it right here at the heart. And again, just notice how you feel. Okay, go ahead and release. We've done a couple movements now, so let's just shake out a little bit. Move the body around. Our next movement is going to be one called Pulling Down Starlight, which is a beautiful name for a beautiful movement. And this one, the foot position is going to be a little different. So we're going to take one foot and just kind of bring it into the arch of the foot and then bring it out. So you've got it, you're just like at a little bit of an angle there, and you should feel pretty strong in it. Bounce a little bit, make sure the knees are okay. If this doesn't feel good for your knees, you're welcome to do the movement from this position too. Do what's right for your body. So we're going to take that foot out if that feels okay for your body. We're going to take one hand and we're going to make it into what's called a crane's beak, and we're going to put it behind our back, right about here. And we're going to take the other hand, and the movement is going to look like this. We're going to reach the hand out, palm up, and grab some starlight, and then we're going to circulate it over our head. So inhaling, gathering, and exhaling, circling. Inhale, palm up, gather. Exhale, circle. And see if you can imagine this beautiful silvery starlight up in heaven that wants to come down and support you. And just imagine yourself gathering that beautiful energy and circulating it over your head. And again, this movement, if it feels funny on your shoulder, doesn't feel quite right, you're welcome to make it a tiny movement. And if even having it over your head doesn't feel right to your body, you can gather and circle to your heart. So just do what feels right for your body and know that the effects will still be there. Let's do 2 more gathers and circles. And then we're going to take the energy and pull it down. And then bring the hand behind the back, bring the foot in. We're going to do the next side now. We're going to just take that out, that foot out. And let's open up the energy here at the stomach and open up the energy here at the heart. And you can gather and circle in any of these energy centers. The traditional way of doing it would be up here at the head. Inhale, gathering, and exhale, circling. But if that doesn't feel right, you can do it in front of your heart. Or even in front of your belly. So take care of your body. Make sure your shoulders feel good. And just go ahead and inhale, gather, and exhale, circle. Let's do 2 more on this side. And then take that energy and pull it right down the center of the body, pinching it off at the end. Bring the foot back. Just hold the energy here under the belly button for a moment and just breathe in. Relax the jaw and notice how you feel. The next thing we're going to do is some meridian tracing. So the meridian that's most associated with grief is the lung meridian, and it starts right up about here and it goes down the arm and off the thumb. And massaging this meridian can do some really wonderful things to help release some of the intense emotions that are often felt during grief. So what you do to do this is you're just going to, right up here where the shoulder meets the body, we're just going to massage that gently. Or you can use firmer pressure if that feels good to you. And then we're going to bring our arm with the heel of the hand on the inner arm and the fingers here on the upper side of this arm. And we're going to pull that energy off the thumb. And this should feel really soothing. Some people also feel that they can take a deeper breath after doing this. Just notice if it has any effects on you. And one more. Shake those hands out just to release any energy. And we're going to do the other side. Once again, finding this place up where the shoulder and the torso meet, massaging gently. And having the heel of the hand on the inner arm, fingers on the upper arm. And just pulling the energy down. Breath can be any way that feels good. And sometimes I like to imagine that we have a little angel here just grabbing all of the things that we release and taking care of them, sending them back to the earth to be recycled. Let's do one more. Just go ahead and shake those hands. And let's do a nice deep breath through the nose. Release through the mouth. Let anything that you don't need anymore to be released. Let's do that 2 more times. Asking for release. And then we're going to end our session together with 3 pulling down heavens. So you're just going, we did this movement at the beginning, and remember we had that visualization of taking some really nice energy from heaven and pulling it down. Let's see if we can use that again. We're going to inhale up and exhale. Pulling that energy down. And last one, inhaling up and exhaling, bringing that energy down. Hold the energy at your heart. Breathe in. Send yourself some love and appreciation for all the work you're doing. Exhale. Release what you don't need out. And then go ahead and release the hands. Shake it out a little bit. And we're all done. I hope that you feel different than you did when you started. I hope you feel lighter and a little more ready to move. And I hope you come back and do this again. Thank you. Again, I'm Priya from Glow Energy Healing. Bye-bye.